lovers, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with Truett, who is very sleepy, to do another chat topic with you all. So today we're going to be talking about the process of ordering a custom Reborn doll. I get so many questions on how to order a Reborn doll from some of the artists that I have worked with, and hopefully this video will be helpful to you guys. I feel like the process applies to any Reborn doll artist that you decide to do a custom doll order with. So first of all, let's just define what a custom Reborn doll is. It is exactly what it sounds like. You get to choose everything about your Reborn doll, and it makes the process so much fun, but it can be overwhelming if this is your first time going the custom doll route. So basically, you get to choose the sculpt of the doll, the gender, the eye color if the doll has open eyes. You get to choose the hair color if you decide it should have hair, whether it's going to be painted hair or rooted hair. You get to choose the size, and sometimes you get to choose the weight of the doll. So everything is customized about it, and of course the skin tones, because we all love the wide variety of skin tones there are out there. If you are set on having a biracial baby because you connect with a certain ethnicity, you can definitely have that come to life in your custom-made Reborn doll. So now that we know what a custom Reborn doll is, I will go through some of the steps to ordering a custom Reborn doll. So first of all, I have this little note sheet with everything on it because I don't want to forget any important information. So number one, which is probably the most important rule to ordering a custom Reborn doll, is to set a budget. That is really, really important. And sometimes people decide to set a budget when they're at the end of the process and they end up going over budget, which may not be such a good thing if you really don't have that extra money to spend. So I suggest that you set a budget to deal with in the first place. I do recommend that you set your budget a little high and then try to shop around a little lower, because with good quality you will have a higher price tag. So setting a budget and finding an artist kind of go, sorry, traffic is passing. Setting a budget and finding an artist kind of go hand in hand, because each artist has their different price ranges. So you may be interested in a certain artist's work, but it may be more than what you are able to afford at the time. So there's either two options. You can find a different artist that you also love their work that is in your price range, or you can save your money for that artist's work and be able to meet that budget. So there's two avenues you can go with that. For the most part, I have saved my money for artists' work that I truly know that I will love no matter what. There are just some artists that I have worked with that it doesn't matter how it come out, even if it is not exactly what I envisioned, that I know that I will love it no matter what. So I have saved in the past for work by those particular artists. I don't consider it settling if you decide to go with another artist that is in your budget instead of one that you absolutely love. I'd make a list of artists that work that you really, really like, and try to narrow it down. So that also helps. But those are the two things: to set a budget and to find an artist's work that you can afford, to either save money towards that artist's work, or to find an artist's work that is in your budget. So with setting a budget and finding an artist, you kind of want to know the ins and outs of what exactly you're paying for and why the things cost so much. this may be reiterating what I've already talked about, but I feel like it's good to always rehash some of the old topics so you guys are completely clear on everything. So when you're creating a custom reborn doll with an artist, what you're paying for, first of all, is the sculpt. It is going to be really important factor in determining the price is the sculpt of the doll. You're going to want to know if the sculpt that you like and love is a limited edition. Is it still available for purchase? Because if it's not, and it's a limited edition, the cost is going to be really high to secure that sculpt. It may be out there still for you to purchase somewhere, but the price is going to be marked up way more than what it was when it first went out into production for sale. So just know that. And a good example is Truett, because when I found out that I was just in love with this sculpt and I needed to have it in my collection, it was too late. It was too late to pre-order this sculpt. It had been all sold out. But I did find a listing on eBay, and of course it cost maybe $30 to $40 more than what it would originally have cost if I would have purchased it when it was first for sale. So just keep that in mind. However, there's the other options like Bountiful Baby sculpts that are usually always in stock. They're not limited editions, so you can get them at any time of the year without having to worry about it selling out or it costing more than usual. And most of the time, Bountiful Baby offers sale prices also on certain kits. You just have to sign up to their email list and know when they're going to have a sale. Another thing to factor in with the cost is any kind of special features like a particular eye. If your doll is going to have open eyes, there's a wide variety of eye types that you can choose from. There are materials made of acrylic and those made of glass. Glass eyes do cost more. Extra fees like if your doll is going to have pierced ears and a particular kind of earrings you like, or if you want real gold earrings, that's going to be an extra cost. And things like human hair, and if you want extra outfits in your welcome home package, all those things are going to be extra cost. So you want to budget for them and make sure that your artist can accommodate your request and that you're willing to pay for it. So just keep that in mind. Okay, the second step to ordering your custom reborn doll would be to place a deposit. So by now you have figured out exactly how much this doll is going to cost. You know all the little extras that it'll come with, or potential extras that it could come with, and you know your artist pretty well. You're familiar with their work and you're ready to go with it. You're ready to place down your deposit. And basically a deposit holds your spot as a custom order, because doll artists are working on several dolls at a time. There's lots of other customers who want dolls. You're not able to just say, hey, I want a doll, but I don't have the money right now. No, in order for you to secure a spot in the lineup to have your doll made by a certain date, you need to place down a deposit. And what your deposit covers is all the materials that are needed to create your custom reborn doll, the sculpt, any special hair, if the order needs to comes with like any special paints that need to be ordered, all that covers in your deposit, and it secures your spot. So the artist knows you're not a time waster. And at that point, you guys are reborn pregnant. And I know everybody loves that term in the reborn doll community. You're reborn doll pregnant. Everybody's excited. You're expecting a new doll. You know it's going to be a long wait, just like with a real baby. There's going to be a time period for you to wait until your baby is born. So at that point, you can celebrate, you can happy dance, you can tell everybody all the good news, you're a reborn doll pregnant. During this time, you want to know exactly how long you will have to wait until your baby is born. Usually doll artists can take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to complete a doll, and it really all depends on the lineup of dolls that are currently being made. Your doll may take 4 to 6 weeks to make. However, it doesn't mean that your doll will be started on right away as soon as you place your money down. It really just depends on the artist, and those are questions you'll have to ask your artist before you place your deposit. Sometimes there is a waiting period. I know that for Truett, I placed my deposit, I believe in, I want to say September or October, but the artist couldn't start on her until the end of November or the beginning of December because she had other orders to fulfill. So I was not surprised by that. I knew all this information before I placed my deposit, so it wasn't any kind of surprise to me or a letdown because I knew all the details and how long it would take. Once she did start on my order, it did take I believe 4 to 6 weeks for her to be completed, and she came in just in time on Christmas Eve. I'll never forget that. So that is what you can expect after you have placed your custom order doll deposit. Next you can look forward to is making the final payments. Now by this time you probably received several work in progress photos of your doll. You've been communicating with the artist. They contact you every now and again to show you the progress and at what point you can change certain things if you're not liking the way it's looking. Those are the times to voice your opinions. If you're not sure about something, do not wait until the artist is completely finished with your doll before you say, hey, I don't like something about it. By then it's going to be too late. It can't be fixed most likely. So if you're working with your artist and they're updating you and there's something that you're not too sure about, that would be a good time for you to voice your opinion about it. Please don't wait until the final hour before you say, hey, I don't like something about the doll, because you may not be able to get it fixed. There may not be anything the artist can do about it. So just look forward to that, and making your final payment, which is usually made at the end of the process when your doll is finally complete and ready to be shipped. It does depend on certain artists what their policy is, but they will most likely tell you that when you place your deposit, when your future payments will be and when the final payments should be. So definitely plan for that. I do suggest to budget yourself. In the beginning, you're going to know how much the doll is in full. I highly suggest that if you can place down a larger deposit than what the artist is asking, go ahead and do that. It will help you in the long run because things do come up financially, and that will give you a cushion, I suppose. If something did come up later on down the line, you won't be stuck for cash and may like forfeit your doll or something like that. So I do try to place deposits that are larger than what the artist is asking, or at least half. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're ordering a custom doll. If you rather wait and budget and save your money until you have the entire payment, that is also a good option. But I do know that that may not be the best option for a lot of people, but it is an option. So after you've made your final payment, you can look forward to your baby being mailed to you. The quickest I've received a baby is literally overnight. And I was so upset because it came so fast. I missed it. I wasn't even home. I think I may have been at work when the delivery was made, and then it took me another day or two to travel to the FedEx location where my package was being held for me to pick up, and I beat myself up about it so much because I wanted that baby so badly, and the artist went out of her way to overnight it to me. But in the end, I was extremely happy. And if you want to know which baby I'm talking about Tehya, that huge 2-part shipment that Markita Booker sent. It was just the mother load of all Reborn doll box openings, I swear. But anyways, yeah, you can expect your doll to be shipped, and depending on what shipping method they choose or which one that you pay for, it can take anywhere to 3 to 5 days to reach you, maybe 3 to 7, like I said, depending on what shipping method you choose and how far it has to travel and things like that. So once all of that is done, you are probably exhausted. You're probably ready for your doll already. You've been looking at pictures online for at least a month. You're so excited. You just cannot wait for mail day. And when mail day comes, I promise you, you will be sitting at the window waiting for the mailman to come. You will be jumping at every sound of a car passing that you hear. I promise you, you will, because it's so exciting to get a new Reborn doll in the mail. And once you do, then you have your Reborn doll box opening, which you may or may not film, but it's still a box opening, whether anybody else sees it or not. And it's still fun, and it's always special, no matter if this is your first custom doll or your 50th custom doll. It's always exciting. It's always special to see your idea of a doll come to life from your artist's talented hands. And yeah, so that is pretty much the entire process of ordering a custom doll. That is what you have to look forward to. That is what the steps you should take. But I highly suggest taking the very first steps very seriously. So many artists have gotten scammed in regards to customers who just weren't ready to partake in ordering a custom Reborn doll and possibly having to get their deposits refunded and all kinds of stuff. So just make sure this is exactly what you want. It is a hefty price tag to invest. I feel like any doll is an investment if it's over $50, to be honest. So this hobby is very serious, and once again, it is for adults, I feel like. So yeah, that is my advice and my little tips on ordering a custom Reborn doll. Now when it comes to ordering a custom Reborn doll from Markita Booker or from Cat Johnson or from who else do I have on my baby shelf? Jody Slater. Totally had a brain fart moment. Okay, with all that being said, just know that the process with each artist may be different. Some artists are booked until a certain time of the year because they're getting orders ready. They have a lot of orders to go through, so they may stop taking orders at a certain time until they have fulfilled all their custom order that are already in process. So just know that you may be on a waiting list for an artist's work that you really want in your collection, and just be prepared for that. And I feel like that's okay, because that gives you more time to save your money, to budget, to Reborn baby shop, or whatever you want to do in that time. But you definitely have to have patience in this hobby. These are beautiful handmade works of art, and with any good thing, it takes time to create. So yeah, that's all my advice for this video. I hope it was helpful to you all. And Trudy here wants to say thank you for watching with us. She is so cute. Trudy is made by Cat Johnson of Cat's Reborn Baby Creations. Hopefully I said that correctly, but if not, I will be putting all her information in the description box, as well as information for all my other dollies in my collection. And she is so cute. Look at those pretty eyes. By now you have probably seen this video of her outfit changing and my little update. So yeah, that is it for today, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!